Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Aries full moon. I am doing this live, and hopefully there's sound this time. So we'll see if that works. I still haven't been able to put my editing together so that I can be doing meditations and pre-recording these and then putting them up to YouTube. So the easiest way to get a read for tonight was to go live. So that's what we're doing. Of course, I'm not able then to attach a meditation to it, so which I would normally love to do. So I would suggest, if you're looking for a meditation to do tonight, to go to the playlist. I'll try to link it in the details, but we'll go into the playlist, and the Fortitude meditation is the one I'm going to suggest for tonight. Because this full moon is in Aries, and Aries is our warrior energy. So the full armor of God we can put on in that fortitude meditation. So that's what I'm going to suggest. Obviously, you can do any one of the meditations there. I personally am heading out shortly here to a sound bath and meditation. So that'll be a nice way to go through this moon. It could be an intense one. It's the last of the 4 supermoons that we've had, and it's the last supermoon of this year. Again, being an Aries, it tends to be that fiery energy. But what it's really pointing to this go around is, stepping into our warrior spirit and taking action. So we've known for the last week or so that it was going to be up to us to, be taking action soon, that we were sort of in the planning stages and the observing stages. And now we needed to start putting these plans into action. So I really feel like, we're going to be being called into action. Sorry, I'm trying to see if that's space weather, but it's not. That's continued to amp up too. So anyway, the point of this moon, we'll do the cards here just to see what they have to say. It's really, besides taking action, it's also kind of like being able to start anew. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, so it's kind of like a fresh start. This one is definitely pushing us towards fighting for what's right and important in our lives, our personal lives, and pushing forward towards our goals. And it kind of had a caveat of the overall goal is a healed and loving space within our body, within our home, within our world. So that is definitely somewhere we want to be heading. Again, focusing on things like inner power and strength, being assertive, but doing it in the state of love, right? Again, trying to avoid any petty conflicts, or if you are finding yourself frustrated or angry, trying to channel that in a positive way. I wrote this down. Someone else had said this and I didn't write down who it was. Sorry. I allow the rising warrior within me to take charge. So it's really about getting into this warrior energy and, standing up for ourselves, but from a heart-centered place and standing in our power from that place. Okay. What else do I want to say? There's some indication that this full moon is, the energy around it is sort of a complete celestial realignment and resetting of timelines. And it's the bridge of energy that takes us to the 1010 portal, October 10th. So, of course, we'll get more into that portal when that date comes up. Ultimately, it's to stand up and say what's been in our heart for a long time. I liked that one. Standing up and saying what's been in our heart for a long time. We can do it. We're poised in the energy. Okay, let's take a look at the overall, and then we'll get into the moon cards. What's the overall energy of this moon and what should we be working with or towards. The world, or the magician. So cluing us into our gifts and talents again, making sure we're starting, as we discover those gifts and talents, that we're starting to utilize and use those. That which I create in the world returns to me. So continuing to work on more manifestation. So as we're standing in our power, what was that? I just dropped my notes, but really focusing on, where we're headed and what we want to see in the world. It's been kind of the theme of this year, right? Keep doing the work, right? But now moving forward, a lot more. Just all right. The other purpose of this moon is surfacing. I like to say this is like the card of like kind of like our old self is, we let that go and it sinks under the water, and our new self is surfacing. That's really pretty Aries notion of this moon for sure. Like it's time to reveal everything we've been working on about ourselves and standing up in our power and saying, this is who I am, and this is what I believe, and this is what I would like to do. And again, from a place of love, right? Okay, let's look at the portal energy around today. It's definitely been, I've been saying all day, it's like super intense energy coming in. Lots of people have been reporting lots of physical ailments this time. Aches, pains, fatigue, almost feeling like you have a flu or a cold going on, but not really. So yeah, it's kind of tricky right now. We got the portal card of Gaia Gateway activation. So learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. So yeah, it's just we're at that point where stuff's shifting and changing again for Gaia. So which is good. Yeah, so don't be surprised if you see some weather events, or I know like the dreaded SNOW word was spoken today and these clouds have moved in, and yeah, it's gotten cold and it's too early. It makes me want to cry a little bit, but I'm not going to. All right, let's do the moon cards, specifically focusing on the meaning of this Aries moon, how we can utilize that energy and what we should be focusing on. Okay. Kind of going back a little bit to like things that have come up recently. We have you are good enough. So we're still having that little bit of doubt in us. It's really critical with this Aries moon to be like, we have to be able to step up into our power. Like we're really being guided that now the action point of this is now, and we need to step up and get going. So try to really, stop that bad self-talk. We're good enough and everything's going to be okay. We need to step into this now and apply ourselves. We've got everything we need to do. We also got luck is on your side. I think we got similar cards last moon. So just knowing, in this case, I don't like to say so much that it's about luck, but it's about the universe has our back, and this is all faded. And it's like, there's no more learning, and we don't have to go to school and take energy classes, and like that time is kind of past. We can still be doing those things, but it's really time to step up our game and just start applying ourselves and getting into this movement of energy, and becoming the warriors, these energy warriors that we're going to need to be to march forward and bring about new earth. Because like the number one thing with this is, it's again having faith in your dreams. So all this planning and dreaming and manifesting that we've been doing, we have to start having belief in ourselves and faith that it is coming to fruition. I know sometimes, like, as dates pass and things happen, it's almost like seemingly nothing is happening, but it really is under the surface, and it's only a matter of time before that stuff surfaces. So we're getting an indication that that time is nigh, it's close. So, it's putting all that doubt and fear aside, and just, preparing yourself, because when the marching orders come in, which is going to be soon, we need to be ready to go. So that's all it means. It's sort of, honestly, sometimes these reads are just a repeat of what we've been saying over the last like few weeks. So yeah, it's exciting. And I know a lot of you say to me all the time, like, it's like nothing happened and this day went by and this was a date, and which is why I don't give in to dates and times, because it doesn't really work like that. We can tell you when stuff is gonna, like, when we're seeing signs of it being close, right? But yeah. All right. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. So just a confirmation. And it was 11:11 just now when that came up. We got the Metal King. Discipline, armor, boundaries. Yeah. So it's really coming in that, like, we need to embrace this Aries energy and become the spiritual warrior that we are. We do everything with love. So I'm really, because the word armor came up, it's like that's the meditation I picked. The Fortitude meditation is the armor of God. So I would highly suggest doing that tonight. Boundaries, again, boundaries are, it's just really important that as we stand up and say, this is who I am, and not slipping back into that I'm not good enough phase, is that we have to truly walk the talk and believe what we're saying, first, and then others will follow. And if they don't, then they're not meant for us. So this is really asking us. Oh, Sam's coming in. He's total nuts tonight with this full moon, like total nutbag. Anyway, sorry. So it's just, what's really coming up is that, like, yeah, this for this reading, what I'm really picking up is, even though we've had this doubt and this fear and seemingly like we're not good enough to do this thing, um, is that the energy is coming in tonight to tell us it's close. Like, please be ready. And putting up your boundaries just means that you're no longer going to accept those who naysay or poop on you or like anything. It's just like, no, this is who I am. And I say it with love. You take it or leave it, right? You take it or leave it. You take this as it is. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's time for us to separate and part, right? It's just, but we're getting the message from the universe that it's like the time is nigh. We also got the altar priestess, which is preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. So definitely be doing some kind of ceremony and that tonight for this moon, and make it a consistent thing in your life now. It's just, we've got to be doing this stuff daily. And then we got the cosmos, which for me is always the card that it's just like, again, creativity and vastness. Keep working on our manifestation and what we want to see. And this, I always take this too, is that the cosmos, it's great big nice full moon in the face back there. It's just that there's a lot of magic that we can access out of this moon tonight, connecting directly with the universe. As we're part of this universe, and the universe, that saying, the universe is in you and you're in the universe. Like, we're not distinctly different. We're the same. So starting to create what you want to see in the world. Yeah. And again, I always say too, this card is like the universe saying, okay, here we go. Like, please get ready, because all your skills are going to be called upon. Especially like with that magician card being the first card. It's like, okay, everything that we've been talking about is about to come up to be, we're getting our marching orders, is what I think. Maybe not with this moon, but we've got eclipse season coming up as well, right? yeah, we've got eclipse season coming up as well. So, all right. Whoops. Dropping cards here. Okay. Again, okay. Be proud of yourself. Okay. We know we're our own worst enemy. It's so important right now and so critical that you understand that you are a divine being and you are a part of this. Be proud of all the work you've done up until now. Um, this particular card is in the sign of Taurus, which is earth based. You've done your earthly job that you came here to do. I mean, we still have more work to do, but like, just be proud of everything you've done up until this point, and put on that suit of armor and get ready, because we're gonna go into well, battle is the wrong word. We're gonna go into action. We've got a job to do. Um, Trust all will be well. Again, the universe card, like the cosmos card, it's like, hey, it's fine. We got this. We knew this was happening. Everything is going to be uh, fine. So I know that's sometimes hard to say. Um, and then we got breathe through the tension. So it's just a reminder from the universe to be doing the things that we're always doing. So make sure we're doing ceremony tonight. Make sure um, we're focusing on ourselves and believing in ourselves and being proud of ourselves and everything we've accomplished, um, and just us taking care of ourselves. Yeah, and just realizing what a magnificent, amazing human we are, and divine being, and that this is exciting and definitely things what we've been looking forward. Um, okay, so I'm gonna use these ones tonight as the advice cards for this moon. So we're just gonna take a look at the specifics here. Okay. I think it's that one. All right. Okay. So the advice cards, and then again, the first one that comes up is truth and choosing freedom. So to me, this is still talking about the outside world, and that there's still more information coming out. So again, making sure we're using the power of discernment to know what resonates with us as these different truths come out, making sure that we believe what we're hearing, right? Again, we got inhale, lots about breathing. So I would definitely say part of your meditation, make sure you're doing breath work, not even just tonight, but breathe through the tension. That's what the last card was, right? So with that truth card coming up is like, we're still in a point of reveal. So as truths are coming out, make sure you're standing up for yourself, and choosing freedom, right? Like liberation of the human. That's we're from that dark repressive energy that we've been under for so long. It's time for us to just stand up in our power and be like, yep. And boundaries, like no more low energy, not doing it anymore. Lots of breath work though. Breathe through it, breathe through the tension, breathe through. And what does it say? It says receiving. Yeah. So it's like clear that energy field, but with a good deep breath, and allow the universe for you to receive the gifts that the universe is sending us, because they are. And then our last card is embrace, or loving unconditionally. Again, so what's coming up is there's going to be lots of people that need our help, our comfort. Let's embrace them, regardless of, if you want to call it, sides. We have to love these people unconditionally, and forgiveness, right? We've been over that a couple times. So again, it's not the easiest of tasks, because some of these people, and honestly, people that don't want forgiveness aren't going to ask for it. They're just that lower energy is just going to slink off into the darkness. And and we just need to lovingly let it go. All right. So, whatever you get up to for this moon, definitely, the cards are saying do some ceremony, do some breath work. Um, my suggestion again is the Fortitude Meditation in my playlist. Again, I'll try to link it below here. And yeah, enjoy this moon. It is going to be powerful. There could be some intense emotions and energies. Like I said, Aries is fiery, and sometimes bursts of anger from other people or yourself, where you might be frustrated or angry. But just like I said at the beginning, try to channel that in a positive way. The moon is huge. I don't know. I probably won't get to see it now because we have the storm blowing in. But I saw it last night. So if you're in a place where you can see the moon, go shout at the moon, go howl at the moon, just go let it out. Go let it out because we can, because we should. But yeah, definitely doing some ceremony tonight. I'm off to my meditation. I'm going to do a sound bath and a meditation, so perfect for this full moon. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night and take care of yourselves. And hopefully, I'll have this editing situation figured out soon and we can go back to somewhat normal on this channel, or it might be looking at a new normal. All right. Take care of yourselves. Get some good rest, though, tonight, too, and try not to overdo it. Like I said, there are some pretty intense energies out there. So it might just be good to stay home and breathe. All right. I love you guys. Take care and have a good night.